Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel will hold off on attacking Iran for now, but warns his country will respond forcefully if strikes resume. Iran's top military command has announced an end to its operation, but warned of a more severe response if Israel continues its aggression in Lebanon.
Now, the pause follows calls from US President Donald Trump for both sides to stop shooting. Our America's editor, John Lyons, is in Washington, D.C., and he joins us now. Good morning, John. Lovely to have you back. Now, what role is the US president playing in all of this?
Well, James, President Trump essentially is trying to stop this escalating out of control. Clearly, tensions are high. They have been for some months now. And what he's trying to do, he's saying to both sides now, stop the shooting, is his phrase. But there's a lot of phone calls going on here between President Trump, the White House, and Prime Minister Netanyahu in Israel. President Trump is essentially trying to calm everything down. He wants a deal. He wants an end to this. This war is really damaging him politically. It's a very unpopular war here in America. And also there's been a backlash in America against Israel since the Gaza war started. There's a new survey by the Pew Research Center has found that 60% of American adults now have an unfavourable view of Israel. Now, that is something that has not been the case here in America for decades. And so President Trump wants to try to put an end to all of this, and he's actually making a lot of phone calls himself.
Yeah, it seems much harder to put an end to this than Donald Trump initially thought it would be. Can you tell us what exactly is going on between the US and Israel? Because the tensions certainly seem to be mounting.
Yeah, it's intriguing, James. Prime Minister Netanyahu, this is the third time he's been Prime Minister in Israel. He's been a Prime Minister there on and off longer than anybody else. He's got a long history of tough relationships with American presidents, going back to Bill Clinton. And now President Trump had a phone call with him a week or so ago where he said, "You're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me," according to a report, which Donald Trump, by the way, confirmed. Now, there's been another tense phone call in the last few hours where President Trump is reported to have told the Israeli Prime Minister that if you don't stop the fighting with Lebanon and Iran keeps this war going, then you might find yourself alone against Iran very soon. And so tensions are high. It doesn't mean that this relationship's over. It's a very strong strategic relationship between the United States and Israel. America sees it as their major ally in the Middle East, but it's certainly under huge strain, and there's certainly been some tough and hostile phone calls between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu in the last few days.